And 25 counties failed to implement at least a quarter of their development budgets in the first 9 months of the just concluded financial year. In a report of the Controller of Budget on counties' performance, Nairobi County is one of the top 3 counties that registered dismal implementation of development projects while also posting reduced revenue collection. And as Sam Gituku reports, the failure to implement development projects as per county plans may suffer further with the ongoing coronavirus pandemic that has necessitated redirection of billions of shillings.
With a total budget of 198 billion shillings for the 47 counties, development projects had been assigned 39% of the resources at 198 billion shillings. But in the first 9 months of the financial year, just before the coronavirus pandemic hit the country, the counties appear to have had challenges implementing the development projects, with at least 25 counties failing to implement at least a quarter of the annual allocations. With the biggest budgetary allocation, Nairobi City County was among the bottom 3 counties, recording 11.1% of implementation of 1.3 billion shillings against a budget of 11.3 billion shillings. Samburu County only implemented 147 million shillings out of 2.4 billion shillings set aside for development. Governor Francis Kimemia's Nyandarua County was the worst performer, implementing projects worth 125 million shillings only out of 3 billion shillings allocation. But there are those that led in implementation of development projects. Murang'a County led the pack with over 60%, followed by Tana River and Marsabit counties. Majority of the counties appear to have struggled to collect revenue in the first 9 months of the last financial year. In total, the county is targeted to raise 57.8 billion shillings as on-source revenue. By March this year, they had raised 48.5% to stand at 28 billion shillings, with the risk of missing the target further given the slowed economic activities in the months between April and June caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The 3 counties with dismal performance in revenue generation being Trans Nzoia, Kajiado and Nandi that raised less than a third of their revenue targets. In Nairobi, the 3 months to March 2020 registered the lowest revenue collection since the onset of devolution in 2013. Only 7 billion shillings had been collected, marking a new low for Governor Mike Sonko's tenure. The revenue collection has been on a decline, the last high being in March 2017 when former Governor Kidero's administration raised 8.7 billion shillings by the third quarter. The leadership challenges in Nairobi appearing to have borne results. Governor Sonko was barred from accessing his office in December 2019, with the Nairobi Metropolitan Service appointed in March 2020. At the devolution structure, the oversight arm appears to have been overtaken by their appetite. 2 county assemblies taking allowances beyond limits allowed by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. 61 MCAs and their speaker in Homa Bay County took over 84 million shillings in their 9 short months, an average of 153,000 per member. This figure exceeding SRC's ceiling of 124,800 shillings. Their Tana River counterparts were less ambitious, settling for 130,000 shillings per member, but still higher than the SRC rate. In the report, Controller of Budget Margaret Nyakango wants counties to develop strategies of enhancing expenditure on development activities and also restrict expenditure on unessential activities as the COVID-19 pandemic ravages. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.